we failed. We never stood a chance.
Wow.
I mean, what a way to open a trailer. That's Will Byers, and the second he says it, you see it.
You see total devastation.
Hawkins is gone. It's a war zone, fires burning everywhere, just wreckage.
And that's exactly why we're doing this deep dive. We've gone through the new Stranger Things 5 Volume 2 trailer with a fine-tooth comb.
Every single frame, every sound.
Yeah, and our mission here is to give you the analysis, to unpack the massive plot twists, the stakes, and all the new threats that are staring us in the face.
Okay, so let's start right there at the beginning. Because the sources are clear, this isn't about building hope. It's about starting from rock bottom, and we see it all through Will's eyes.
It's his perspective. He's just standing there, motionless, in the middle of all this carnage.
Yeah, you see these overturned military Humvees, bodies of soldiers everywhere.
Right, so the military tried to step in, and they just got wiped out.
Yeah.
It's showing us that the real-world authorities, they're useless here.
And that close-up on his face, it's just so telling. He's illuminated by this fire, and he just looks hollow.
It's not even fear, is it? It's just shock. The look of someone who realizes it's all over.
That everything they fought for just wasn't enough.
But then, just as you're sinking into that despair, the whole tone shifts.
Right, it cuts away from the chaos.
And we get this quiet, intimate moment. Joyce is holding a weeping Will in this, like, wood-paneled room. It feels safe, you know?
It's the anchor in the storm. And that's when Joyce delivers the line that really defines their mission from here on out.
She just refuses to give up. Her voice is so fierce.
This is not over.
Not by a long shot. It's pure maternal defiance. It tells you that even if the world has fallen, this family unit is where the real fight is going to come from.
And that fight is going to need a whole new strategy, because right after that, the trailer drops what has to be the single biggest bombshell of the entire series.
Oh, absolutely. This is the lore revolution.
Dustin gives us the line that just flips 4 seasons of mythology on its head.
He says, this whole time, everything we have ever assumed about the Upside Down has been dead wrong.
Okay, so what does that even mean? How can everything they thought be wrong?
Well, our analysis of the sources suggests this is a total recontextualization. The Upside Down isn't just a mirror dimension, some dark reflection.
It's not a place.
It's more like an organism,
Yeah.
a created entity, something with its own life cycle, its own purpose. And they've been treating it like a location.
So all the gate closing, all the fighting monsters that come through the gates.
It's like they've been swatting at mosquitoes without realizing they're standing on top of the nest. They've been fighting the symptoms, not the disease itself.
Wow. Okay, so if it's an organism, that means...
It means it can spread ecologically, not just through portals. It's like a contamination.
And the trailer gives us the visual proof almost immediately.
It does. We see Steve and Dustin looking down this shaft covered in vines.
And at the bottom, what is that thing? It's huge, it's red, it's pulsating.
Yeah, and Steve just says it all.
Mother of God.
Exactly. That's the hive mind core, the physical heart of the organism. It confirms there's a central biological engine that's way bigger than Vecna himself.
So Vecna isn't the source. He's, the consciousness.
That's the hierarchy the sources point to. Vecna is the mind, the will, the one who harnessed this raw parasitic power. But the core is the power itself. Killing Vecna might just be like, cutting the head off a hydra that can grow another one.
Which makes Vecna's goal even more terrifying. We get that close-up on his scarred face.
And he lays it all out. There's no ambiguity.
It is time for a new world.
This is his endgame. A full dimensional merger. He's not just opening gates anymore. He's trying to terraform Earth to make our world subservient to the core.
And to do that, the level of threat is it's off the charts compared to what we've seen before. The body horror in this trailer is something else.
Oh, it's way more graphic. There's that shot of the man in the white clothes being lifted into the air.
You can just hear the bones snapping and contorting. It's brutal.
It's a clear signal. Vecna's power is absolute now, and death can be instant and gruesome.
But it's not just the violence that's escalating. It's the nature of reality itself breaking down. For me, the creepiest shot in the whole trailer was that standalone door.
The door in the field. Yeah, that's the real sign of dimensional collapse.
We see a kid who looks like Holly Wheeler walk up to this perfectly normal beige door in a sunny field. She opens it.
And there's just a black void. Nothing.
Why is that so much scarier than a giant gate in the sky?
Because it means the Upside Down isn't a place you go to anymore. It's a contamination that can just manifest.
Yeah.
Anywhere, in the most ordinary settings.
So nowhere is safe.
Nowhere. The barrier's gone.
And just as the dimensional threat is peaking, we get new human players thrown into the mix.
Right. The conflict has officially gone public, or at least other organizations are now in the open.
First, we see Linda Hamilton's character. She's in a white, clinical outfit at one point.
And then later, she's firing automatic weapons with soldiers. So she's clearly some kind of high-level military or scientific figure who's now on the front lines.
And then there's the other guy.
Ah, the fedora man.
Of course. The sinister guy in the glasses, standing in the rain.
He's a huge red flag. It means there's probably a secretive human faction with its own agenda. They might see 11 as a weapon to be controlled, or even a threat to be eliminated. The kids are caught in the middle.
So you have monsters, a collapsing dimension, and now warring human factions.
It's a full-on war zone. You see Murray flooring it in a truck through a combat zone, yelling, "Showtime!"
And Nancy just moving through urban ruins, cocking a shotgun like a total pro.
The small-town mystery is officially over. This is an apocalypse.
So with a threat this massive, how do they even begin to form a plan? The trailer seems to set up two key roles.
It does. You've got 11, the weapon.
And Mike, the strategist.
Exactly. We see 11 in a radio booth, putting on the blindfold. Her mission is simple and direct.
Help me find him. Kill him.
Her focus is 100% on Vecna.
But wait a second. If the real source is that Mother of God hive mind core, is killing Vecna even the right move?
And that is the central tension of their final plan. 11 is going for the king, but Mike understands they need a coordinated attack.
That's where his speech in the van comes in.
Yeah, he says to her, if we want to stand a chance of surviving, we need to be a team.
He's not just her emotional support anymore. He's the one thinking about the whole battlefield.
He's the one trying to make sure they don't just charge at the general while ignoring the parasitic engine that's powering his entire army. His job is to bring cohesion to the chaos.
Speaking of cohesion, amidst all that chaos, there's this one incredibly powerful, quiet moment.
Dustin and Steve.
They just lock eyes.
And they say the words,
"You die, I die."
It's their pact. And putting it in the final trailer like that, it's basically a promise to the audience that one or both of them are going to be in a life or death, potentially self-sacrificial situation.
It's heartbreaking. And the music playing over all this is just perfect.
The music choice is brilliant. It's "You Spin Me Round" like a record, but it's been transformed.
Yeah, it's so slow and creepy.
It does two things. First, it corrupts that fun 80s nostalgia, which is what the show does best. But second, the lyrics directly tie into the visuals. The world is literally spinning out of control, being turned upside down.
It's the perfect sonic metaphor for the entire show.
Totally. It just amplifies that feeling of dread.
Okay, so to wrap this up, if you had to distill this entire deep dive down, what are the 3 absolute must-know takeaways from this trailer?
Okay, number 1, the core assumption about the upside down is dead wrong. It's not a place. It's a living, spreading organism.
Number 2.
The Mother of God, hive mind, is the true source of power. Vecna is the mind, but that thing is the heart. The real enemy might be bigger than him.
And 3rd?
Vecna's goal is a full-dimensional apocalypse. He wants to merge the worlds and create a new world in the image of the Upside Down.
Which explains the insane release schedule they've planned.
Oh, it's a genius move. Splitting the end into 2 parts. Volume 2 on Christmas and the finale on New Year's Eve.
So they're going to leave everyone on a massive cliffhanger right through the holidays.
They're guaranteeing that this show dominates the conversation for that entire week. It's an event. The End of the World is a 2-part holiday special.
Okay, so let's leave everyone with one final thought to chew on, something that builds on all this.
Okay. If Dustin is right, and the Upside Down is an organism with that huge hive mind core at its center, then the real question for you to think about is this. Is the final battle really about killing Vecna? Or is the ultimate goal to somehow destroy that organic, pulsing Mother of God core?
Which, if they fail to do that,
could just lie dormant, waiting for a new consciousness to take the driver's seat and start this whole nightmare all over again.
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video.